Excuse me, Mr. Conductor, is there anything you can do to make this train go a little bit faster? Because I think you guys really need to get your shit together. I've been on this train for the past 2 weeks, and every time I've been on it, it's been late.
Okay, ma'am, we're really doing everything we can. I'm just a conductor. I take the tickets and I relay information to the engineer. So if you'll just sit tight and we'll make sure everything's.
No. You see, this is the second time it's happened, so I demand that you give me some kind of compensation for this. I mean, I take this train. I should expect it to be on time, and you should make sure.
Ma'am, like I just said, I'm a conductor, and these things do tend to happen. So shut your fucking mouth and enjoy the ride! That, ladies and gentlemen, gives me the red ass. I can't even remember how many shades of red ass I'm at. Let's just say 30. It boils my fucking blood when I'm sitting next to some arrogant, entitled bitch who complains at the... And I do take the trains about 2 or 3 times a month, so this does happen pretty frequently. Sitting next to some arrogant, entitled bitch, usually fat, who stops one of the conductors as if they're the ones driving the train and says, "Hey, can you do something about this?" And starts whining at them, telling them they need to get their shit together, saying this is ridiculous, saying that this is just so awful. They can't think of anything worse at this moment than to be stuck on this train going on and on about shit. And this guy obviously doesn't give a shit about. This guy obviously knows. He takes the tickets and he looks around the train and gives information to the engineer at the front of the train who actually moves it. But he's forced to sit there and listen to this spoiled, entitled, whiny little bitch go on and on about how she can't stand being on a train that's late. Hey, bitch, you don't want to be on a train that's late? Do us all a favor and roll your fat ass off. Maybe you'll get to your destination a lot faster that way. Just roll. Just when you hit the ground, just start rolling, and maybe before you know it, you'll be in Michigan City or Niles or wherever the fuck you're headed. And you'll sure as hell make my ride a lot more enjoyable. I don't understand this shit. Why do people bitch at stewardesses? Why do people bitch at conductors on trains when their shit doesn't arrive on time? What are they gonna do? They're not gonna pull out some magic phone that warp speeds your plane or warp speeds your train or bus or whatever you happen to be taking at that time that just warp speeds it to your destination. They can't do shit about it. The most they can do is go to the pilot and say, "Hey, people are getting upset." No shit, people are getting upset. And then to ask for some sort of compensation? That's something that they give to you. That is something that the company, if they feel you deserve it, that is something they give to you. And really, I don't think you deserve it unless you've been forced to sit on the tarmac for 4 or 5 hours and people start hurling their feces at you. Other than that, just shut the fuck up and understand that the infrastructure in this country is 14th in the world. The American Society right here, the American Society of Civil Engineers gave this country a D+. That's what you have to work with, and that's what you have to keep inside your little mind when you board a train or board a plane. That's just how things work. It's especially what you got to keep on your mind when you drive over a bridge. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, that's this country. That's what we have to deal with. But don't start taking it out on them. It's just like when people go into McDonald's and bitch at the fucking cashier when somebody back in the grill has their thumb up their ass and didn't realize that they forgot to take the onions off the sandwich or forgot to do this or that. How is that the cashier's fault? I worked at McDonald's. I got this shit all the fucking time. Motherfucker would come up to me and say, yeah, you got this order wrong. And I'd be thinking in my head, me? I'm the one who hits the fucking buttons and took your filthy fucking money or watched you swipe your platinum credit card. I didn't make that shit, and I put everything in just right because you saw it right there on the monitor that I put it on right. So maybe you should go back there and bitch at them. Or maybe you'd like to complain to my manager, who in turn might fire me and make my life so much better. People are so fucking entitled when they get pissed off and antsy and angry and they're stuck on a plane or a train for 20 to 30 or even 40 more minutes than they should. They get this instant sense of fucking entitlement. I want something for my inconvenience. No, you took that train, you read the ticket, it said that this time does not take into account delays, and they said over the intercom, this bitch, her ears, if she didn't have her fucking earbuds stuck in her ears the entire time, she would have heard them say over the intercom 3 times, and I know she had to have heard them at least once. They said that currently we're experiencing a delay because there's another train on the tracks, a big freight train, and we need to give them clearance to pass, so we will be delayed a little bit, but hang tight. They said it 3 fucking times. The bitch had to have heard it at least once, and she still had the outright temerity to bitch at a conductor! conductor doesn't even so much as toot the fucking horn. He takes tickets. He checks tickets. He has a little walkie-talkie. He looks around the train. He makes observations and relays them back to stations or relays them back to the engineer. Okay, that's what he does. He doesn't move the train any faster. But what would make the train go a bit faster is if your 300 pounds of gelatinous ooze would just simply jump off the train. Maybe that would make... Physics would dictate so. Oh my fucking god, you entitled fucking people. Complain to upper management when you get there. Complain to somebody who can actually do something. And if you really feel that entitled, ask for a refund. Ask for some sort of compensation. But Jesus fucking Christ, people. Bitching at a stewardess for the plane not arriving on time. The fuck are you thinking? Ain't that America, home of the free? I think I've said pretty much all I can say about this.